Good.
Nice to see you too. Uh-oh. You have props today.
Kristen, I think, there were a couple shots in the movie against Seattle, but I think secretly you want to come live in the Northwest, because look at you.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
On the airplane with me all the time.
Well, I like to fly.
Yeah.
I do love Alaska.
I like having you on the plane with me. That was fun.
Thank you.
It was
And
a
this
nice
was
month in February.
This was a fun hike.
Yeah?
I brought my dog. She doesn't normally hike because she's very lazy. Did you bring this for me?
I did. Brought
Thank
that for you.
you.
I also brought you some wine from my friend Mark Ryan McNeely of Mark Ryan Winery.
Wonderful.
Because he's totally into motorcycles.
Oh my
Get
God, there's
it?
a motorcycle on the front.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fabulous.
So, you don't drink, but you and your girlfriends.
But we serve a lot
You
of
serve.
drinkers. Yes, we have, parties all the time. I mean, just like dinner parties, and my girlfriends all drink, and I will happily serve this and say, see, there's a motorcycle on the front.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So, I want to know, what was the audition process like for this role?
Difficult, because it was over the course of a few months where I said, can I be in the movie? And he said, yeah, you could play my wife. And then he wrote it, and he said, I don't know if you can play my wife because you're too likable, which I took as a compliment because he doesn't see me as unlikable. But then I just, I made his life hell for a few days, and I was like, see, I can be unlikable.
You can turn it on.
Yeah.
He had to say some, fairly inappropriate things to you through his character.
Yeah.
Do you ever laugh about that at that moment?
Yeah, he says inappropriate things to me all day.
Surprise.
If you ever hear the narration that is going on in his head, I mean, it's just shock after shock after shock. Where do they come from? Why is it so perverted? You're not 15 anymore. But he writes like he thinks, so that's why there's a lot of taboo subjects in the movie.
In his writing process, do you ever find yourself in that role of editing him and saying, that's not quite funny, or do you just let it go?
Sometimes. But I rarely have a note for him. But usually he's very good at knowing whether or not something works instinctually. He knows it when he watches something. He knows it when he writes. He's very good at self-editing, which is weirdly the defense of why he doesn't need a ton of notes, because he knows if it's working or not, and if it's gripping the audience. But there are a few times where he'd give me a scene and I'd be like, yeah, they're talking about this for too long. And he takes constructive criticism really well.
In the development of your character, because you're playing his wife, things aren't going so well, were his notes to you, honey, I want you to show a lot of cleavage?
No, that was my choice. That was all me, because I Karen has to be a kind of vain, superficial, vapid, adult mean girl. And I said the things that she values, of course, because she's very insecure, are the big boobed Barbie kind of look. And I was like, I want really long extensions, and I really want to figure out a way to give her a massive, aggressive boob job. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm breastfeeding. I just won't pump for 12 or 14 hours.
That was the key, huh?
That was the key. And the kids were starving, but I said, Daddy's making a movie, so
you're doing it for the family.
Yeah, we got to deal with it.
That's too funny. That's a good little nugget.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I did feel, it was very painful, because you do feel like your skin is going to split, but
so I hear.
I got through it.
He also mixed water with electricity. That's dangerous.
Yes. But thankfully, he didn't actually tase me in the movie. It was just a fake taser gun, which I appreciate.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Can't wait to see what's next. Wink, wink.
Thank you.